The National Real Estate Exam focuses heavily on the three physical characteristics of land, which are immobility, indestructibility, and uniqueness or non-homogeneity. These characteristics define the very nature of real estate and distinguish it from every other type of asset or personal property. Let us look at immobility first. The geographic location of any parcel of land is fixed and can never be moved from one place to another. You might move soil or change the grading of a lot or even pave over a field, but the actual location on the Earth's surface stays the same. On the exam, you will see questions that test your ability to apply this concept to legal jurisdiction and local government authority. Because land is immobile, the laws of the state where the land is physically located will govern the transaction and all associated legal documents, even if the buyer and seller are currently located in another part of the country. A common exam trap involves the movement of items on the land, such as mobile homes or sheds. Remember that while personal property is mobile, real estate is defined by its fixed location. Next, we look at the concept of indestructibility. Land is considered a permanent and durable asset. You can build a multi-story house on it or dig a massive hole for a pool, but the land itself remains. This is a crucial distinction when you are answering questions about taxes or investment accounting. Indestructibility is the primary reason why land does not depreciate in value for tax purposes. When you are looking at a question about property depreciation, remember that only the improvements on the land can be written off because only they are subject to wear and tear and eventual decay. The land itself is physically indestructible. This characteristic also explains why land is seen as a stable long-term investment and why it is used as collateral for 30-year mortgages, because the lender knows the asset will still exist at the end of the term. The third characteristic is uniqueness, which the exam often refers to as non-homogeneity. This means that every single parcel of land on this planet is different from every other parcel in a legal sense. Even if two lots in a planned subdivision are exactly the same size and have the same soil composition and the same landscaping, they are still unique because they occupy different spots on the Earth. This physical characteristic leads to a major legal concept you will definitely see on the test called specific performance. If a seller tries to back out of a contract, a buyer can sue for specific performance, because the court recognizes that no other piece of land is exactly like the one they contracted for. Money alone might not make the buyer whole, because the land is unique and cannot be replaced with a different parcel. To keep these three characteristics straight in your head, use the mnemonic IIU, which stands for immobility, indestructibility, and uniqueness. Think of land as being immobile because it is stuck to the earth, indestructible because it lasts forever, and unique because no two spots are identical. One of the biggest mistakes students make on the national portion of the exam is confusing these physical characteristics with economic characteristics like scarcity, improvements, or situs. If a question asks about the physical nature of the land or the earth itself, stick to these three items. If the question asks about why a certain location is more popular or why prices are rising, it is likely asking about economic characteristics. Watch out for questions that use the term non-homogeneity, as it is just a technical way of saying uniqueness. Mastery of these concepts ensures you can navigate questions about legal remedies and tax issues with confidence.